Today we got a little bit of work to do on the Datsun. So in this episode, I want to get it running and driving pretty well. And the main thing right now is the idle air control valve is still messed up, so it's idling high. Now I got an idle air control block off plate because this is obviously not a daily, so I don't really need an idle air control valve. So I will be removing that. But while I'm in there, while I have to take this back off, I want to start making the engine bay pretty. So I'm going to pull the whole intake manifold and I'm going to sandblast it and then Cerakote the intake manifold and the throttle body. I'm going to go with an aluminum color. I'm also going to paint the fuel rail. I don't know what color yet, but I need to do something for that. I'd like to find just like an OEM one, but I might just do the same aluminum color on that or black. The valve covers I'm gonna pull and probably just redo them in black. I'll do those another day. And then the exhaust I'll do another day, but I have like a bronze color that I'm gonna do that in, and that should look pretty good. So step one is remove this intake. Now I need to undo every connection I see right here, and probably the fuel rail and everything, and start getting to the bolts and nuts that hold the intake manifold on. There we go. Ooh, gas everywhere, gas everywhere. So I got all the wiring off to the side. Now I just need to get these bolts out, it looks like, and then I can pull it out. Also gotta do the brake booster hose, but that's just one clamp, so that's easy. But all in all, it's been like 5 minutes. Not too bad to pull the intake manifold on these. Also have to do the coolant hoses to the throttle body, and I'll end up looping those because they're not going to be in use. Last one. Simple. I got all the old gasket off. There is a good bit of carbon buildup on these intake runners. Let's see the valves. Yeah, the valves look okay, but it seems that these engines can definitely benefit from an oil catch can. And I know this one didn't have a PCV valve because it just had this straight to the intake, so that might be the reason why. But I got the intake off, and I got this TVIS setup off. I think for this, I'm just going to use like a paint stripper and strip it off as best as I can, and then I'll just Cerakote it as is, because obviously I can't sandblast it because of these butterflies and stuff, unless I can remove them. But no, this won't get seen too much, so if I don't give it a good sandblast, it probably won't matter. The main thing is this. Now I need to strip this down, cover all the ports, and take all these sensors off, and I'll probably take this little plate off too. And then sandblast all this, take the throttle body off, sandblast this, and then yeah, this will be ready for Cerakote. But it definitely wasn't working before, so it's supposed to stay right here like this, and then when the engine's in vacuum state, it sucks it closed, and then as it gets less vacuum, so as you go wide open throttle, it opens up. So these were definitely stuck closed before, so the car will probably drive better. Not bad. So that took about 5 minutes to pull. Everything's very simple. It's just all right up here. Cool. Gasket's still good. This is my O2 sensor. I do not know why it's bent like that, but I am not sure if that's even working. I'll see if I can even get a new one of those. But besides that, the header's dented in a little right there, probably for clearancing. I'm probably only going to coat up here and in front, not really worry about back there. I don't even know if this will fit in my sandblaster. Hopefully. Let's try it out with the, ooh. Definitely need a new O2 sensor. All right, this is about as good as I can get it. It barely fit into my sandblaster, so I couldn't really turn it or do the whole thing. So I'm just gonna spray it like this. It'll be fine. I sprayed the intake. It came out pretty good. It has a little more of a like tannish hue in it, but I kind of like it. In the throttle body, and I did end up spraying this part too. Toyota. I think it matching will look the best, so I sprayed that too. But now I can move these things out of the way and put the header up here and spray that. I also have the fuel rail ready to go, and I think I'm gonna do that the same burnt brown or burnt bronze. Let's see. Burnt bronze. So you can kind of see the color there. It's like a darker bronze color. It'll be lighter when you spray it, but I think I'm gonna do the fuel rail the same color. And if I don't like it, next time I do black parts, I'll just redo the fuel rail in black. So I have this just resting up there. Got the nuts holding it on, but it obviously still has to dry. But that's just an idea. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. We'll see. We'll see when it comes together and everything else is clean. Blue hoses are out of here. I just want black hoses. I think this behind the timing cover, the one that's painted red right now, I think I'm gonna do that the same burnt bronze color in the future once I do the timing belt. And then this front, if this is metal, I can't tell. I think it is. But I'll do this the same color as the valve covers. And I'm gonna get black spark plug wires, and I'm gonna do these in black, but that's eventually, that doesn't matter right now. For right now, at least, once I get all this back on, black radiator hoses and black spark plug wires. All right, I am not sure how I'm liking this color. It's kind of poo brownish. I don't know how it's coming out on camera, but yeah, I'm not sure how I'm liking it. These headers look really beat. They're just corroded, but that's okay. It looks better on the fuel rail, I'll say that. It's like sparkly, kind of nice, but yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna like those. We'll have to see tomorrow when they dry and I put them in the car and see what it looks like. I also, while I was spraying it, I noticed a crack right here. So I'll have to grind that down and then weld that and then spray a little bit over that area again. I wish I saw that before I started spraying it, but all right, header's installed. It looks better on camera, I will admit, but I don't know how I'm gonna like it. I need to get all the red out of there, clean up the bay a little bit, and then see how it's looking, but it's a lot better now than when it was outside. Once it's installed, it looks a whole lot different. All right, here's a little teaser with the fuel rail on, and I think once all the red gets out of here and blue and stuff, I think this is gonna look real good. I'm excited now. The fuel rail, yeah, once that red and blue is out of there, that is gonna look really good. I can see it now. Hold on, I can see it now. Wings, lasagna.
Wings, lasagna. Hold on, I see it now.
So on the quest to make this thing run and drive pretty well, I noticed that AN fitting is not on all the way. And since I want to replace these anyways, I just ordered the hose and fittings I need, and I'll do that now. I guess while I'm working on everything else. Ordered spark plug wires, spark plugs, ordered powder coat for the valve covers, so I'm gonna do those. And I'll do this at the same time, and I'll do this at the same time, but I'll do this in that color right there. I'll have to take this hose off and go to AutoZone and see if they have one that like somewhat matches this. See if I can't make something work with that. I ordered a bottom hose, so that should be simple. When I take these things off to do the timing belt, I'll paint those. Same with the crank pulley down there. That's red as well. This person really liked red. I hate it. I guess while making it run and drive well, I'm also making it clean in the engine bay. So I'm doing them both at once. I was originally just gonna focus on making it run and drive well, get it driving well, and then clean it up. But while I'm in there, I might as well do it all. at once, and then it'll just look really cool and it will drive pretty decent. The only things it really needed actually was timing belt's old, but it doesn't really need it, but oh well. The only thing it actually really needed is the idle air control block off plate, and that caused me to do all this, but I'm happy I did because those butterflies in there were definitely stuck, and now they're freed up, so that should be better high-end power. Here is a better look at the red. Yeah, that definitely has to be changed. I can't stand the red. You know it's about to come off when you can take it off with your fingers. There it goes. There we go. Well, this block's definitely been painted before. Ooh, take a look in there. Alright, so now I just gotta put it at top dead center, and then I can take the timing belt off, remove the cam gears, remove this back plate, and that should be the rest of everything I have to do today. Man, I kind of want to get a water pump because they RTV'd it on. I'd like to just do a gasket like normal. So with the crank little dimple thing right there lined up, I'm assuming that's the mark. This is like that, and this is like that. The belt has good tension, it's just, you can see it, it's like, almost like a leather belt or something like that. So, I don't know, I'm just gonna replace it since I've gone this far. New one's 40 bucks with a pulley. There we go. Jesus. There we go. Ooh. Need to order up some cam seals. You can see these are leaking profusely. So yeah, I'll order some of these up. So here is all the red. I'll do an after shot of when everything is painted, but I am excited to get rid of this red. More sandblasting. All right, pulleys came out pretty nice. I'm excited about them. This did not. I had a lot of runs, but it's gonna be covered up anyways. It's really just the edge that needs to be good, and the edge is good. It looks pretty cool, but you can see the runs. Wow. I've never had runs with the black or with the silver, but this copper, this or burnt bronze or whatever, I have real trouble with runs with that. I don't know. Last thing I want to check is if this car has a thermostat in it, because it really does not warm up, and it's from Thailand or whatever, and they don't really, it doesn't get cold over there. Nope, no thermostat. Put that on the list. Alright, last thing I want to do in this video is remove the valve covers, because next part will be putting everything back together and having it run and everything. So this is the last thing I need to disassemble. Alright, got them off. This cam is a little rusty, not on the lobes really, but like right there on the non-machine parts. I don't know what that's about, but obviously this thing did not get the best oil change intervals, but that's okay. I'm just gonna set these back on there until my powder coating stuff comes in. This one has a baffle that looks like I have to drill out the rivets and then probably tap it and then put bolts in there or something. I'll look up and see what people do when they powder coat these. But yeah, we'll do that and then have these things looking pretty. Hope you all are enjoying this little car. I'm really enjoying working on it, and yeah, I'm very excited to see how everything looks when it's done. It's gonna be a crazy transformation from when I first got it. So I hope you guys are really enjoying it. In the next one, we'll be putting it back together and hopefully starting it. Last clip, I got the baffle out, as you can see, and it has some chocolate pudding. Oh, that is sludgy. That is crazy. It's like, it actually feels like pudding or something. So I'm gonna have to tap these and put some bolts into it. Oh, I'll use RTV as a new gasket.